Good morning to all. Myself Akanksha Deodi from class ninth. Today we are reading chapter number 1 of chemistry, matter in our surrounding. What is matter? Anything which occupies space and has mass is called matter. In other words, anything which has mass and volume is called matter. Mass is the amount of matter an object contains. Units like grams, kilograms. Volume. Volume is the amount of space an object takes up. Units like liquids, liters and milliliter. Solid like cubic centimeters. Characteristics of particles of matters. These are the four characteristics of particles of matters. Point 1. Particles of matters are very small in size. Point 2. They have space between them. Point 3. Particles of matters move continuously. Point 4. Particles of matters attracts each other. Particles of matters are very small in size. These are some of the examples of matters that are small in size. Particles of matters have space between them. Example, sugar dissolves completely as it gets into the space between particles, proving particles of matter have space between them. Particles of matters are continuously moving. Particles of matters are continuously moving activity. Take some water in a beaker and put a drop of blue or red ink slowly along the sides of the beaker. Leave it undisturbed for a few hours. The ink spreads evenly throughout the water due to the movement of the particles of water and ink. The intermixing of two or more different types of matter on their own is called diffusion. Particles of matters attract each other. Activity. Take an iron nail, a piece of chalk and a rubber band. Try breaking them by hammering, cutting or stretching. It is more easier to break the chalk, less easier to break the rubber band, and difficult to break the iron nail. This is because the particles of the iron nail are held together with greater force than in rubber band or chalk. Three states of matters. The three states of matters are solid, liquid, and gas. Examples of solid are skateboard, pencil, snow, table, bicycle, apple, computer, treehouse, etc. Example of liquids: juice, soup, rain, hot chocolate, milk, etc. Examples of gases are wind from fan, hot air balloon, wind, fog, etc. Difference between solid, liquid and gas. Solids. Solids are rigid in comparison to liquids and gases. They have a definite shape and volume. Solids particles have low kinetic energy, can't be compressed appreciably. These molecules are held tightly by strong nuclear forces. Solids are present in a very dense form. Solids cannot flow easily. The diffusion rate is very low in solids. Liquids. The liquids is not so rich. They have a definite volume but no definite shape. Liquids molecules have intermediate kinetic energy. Liquids can easily be compressed. Molecules are held tightly at an intermediate level. Density is present at an intermediate level. No by flowing property. The diffusion rate is moderate in liquids. Gases. Gases are also not reached neither definite shape nor definite volume. They possess very high kinetic energy, can be compressed easily to some extent level. Very weak attraction forces are present among the molecule of gases. Gases possess very low density. Gases flows and evaporates easily. Diffuse at a very high rate of diffusion. Changes of states. Melting. Melting is a physical process that results in the phase transition of a substance from a solid to liquid. Freezing. Freezing, also known as solidification, is a phase transition where a liquid turns into a solid when its freezing point. Condensation. Condensation is the change of the state of matter from the gas phase into liquid phase and is the reverse of vaporization. Boiling. Boiling is the phase transition from the liquid phase to the gas phase that occurs at or above the boiling temperature. Sublimation. Sublimation is the transition of a substance directly from the solid to the gas state without passing through the liquid state. Deposition. Deposition is the phase transition in which gas transforms into solid without passing through the liquid phase. Evaporation. What is evaporation? Evaporation occurs when the sun heats up water in rivers, lakes, puddles, ponds, or the ocean and turns it into vapor or steam. The water vapor or steam leaves the river, lake, puddle, pond, or ocean and goes into the air. Plants lose water out of their leaves, and when their water evaporates, it is called transpiration. What causes evaporation? We know that liquid like water are made of a number of molecules. All those molecules have a different level of kinetic energy in them. Those molecules at surface have higher level of kinetic energy, move away from the other molecules. This energy is more than force or attraction of binding different molecules in them. This causes water to get converted into water vapor and cause evaporation. Factors affecting evaporation are temperature, surface area, humidity, and wind speed. Evaporation causes cooling. When a liquid evaporates, the particles of the liquid absorb heat from the surroundings and evaporates. So the surroundings become cold. Example, people sprinkle water on the roof or open ground because during evaporation, water absorbs heat, makes the hot surface cool. During summer, we sweat more because during evaporation, the sweat absorbs heat from our body, making the body cool. Wearing cotton clothes in summer keeps us cool because cotton absorbs sweat, and when the sweat evaporates, it absorbs heat from our body, making the body cool. Thank you.